It was day 7 of my withdrawals, and we went to go snowboarding in the morning. Had a tiny little croissant at the restaurant and a latte, ready to go on the mountain. Then about 4 p.m., I started to feel like kind of bad. I was like, guys, I think I have to throw up. We were out, and I went to the bathroom of this hotel. I started throwing up, and then the frequency and the regularity at which I was throwing up was increasing. And now I'm like, oh, something's wrong. Do I have COVID? Is this the weed withdrawals a week later? Like something affecting me? Because, withdrawals, I'm sure you threw up when you were going, but a week later? Nah, it seemed improbable. Turns out I got fucking food poisoning yesterday. And this is where it's a little odd because I don't know from what. If someone in the comments knows anything about what could have happened.
I know what happened. So like he's not throwing up like this, like oh God. He like from far away. And then he's gassing himself up like a psychopath. There you go, boy. Get that shit out. I go, who's he talking to? Belle's like, he's been chanting himself the whole time. So then we're like, oh shit. So we check on him. Yo, bro, I'm so sorry. And honest to God, like we were all so sad because this dude dropped so much money to bring his friends, celebrate New Year's in the bathroom, yakking 30 times in a row. We're sitting out here watching fireworks go off. And he's sticking his head out the window while he's naked and sweating. Just, oh, fuck. And he like runs back and you just hear boo, 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 fireworks. And you go, and Mike's fucking somewhere out and about. I'm like, God, this is such a vivid and perfect way to be
I wouldn't have it any other way. Any other way.
He forced me to go. 2 minutes later, he comes out crying in his beautiful suit that he was gonna wear to the thing. And he goes, guys, I'm so emotional. Happy New Year's. I love all of you guys. I'm so happy to be alive. I go, this guy was drunk. 100% this guy was drunk.
No, bro. The fireworks were going off and I started getting really emotional. Because, this year's been so great. 2021's been so great. But yeah, all of it was overshadowed by my health. And I literally was happy to be alive. I thought I was gonna fucking die.
3 New Years in a row, by the way.
Which is so weird.
So 2 years ago, we were in Tahoe. We all got an extreme case of the flu. Extreme. Thought we were going to die. Worse than COVID, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, he got COVID at the ranch, when he was at the ranch. And this year, he got poisoned by the coat check guy at the hotel.
Which is the theory. Because listen, all he had was a coffee as small as this, no bullshit, and
2 croissants.
One, this big.
Babe, say croissant.
Croissant.
Like that. Croissant. There's no.
So where does the food poisoning come from? And so I was like, damn. And they took a while to deliver that latte.
And the way they delivered it too. Like, say the camera's Logan. They're like, oh, Mike, do you drink Logan? Do you want me to take your jacket? He's like, no, okay.
You want me to check your coat?
Like, think about it. We have been the hooligans pissing off these high-end people.
Hopping out of the trunk, bro.
I know.
Well, that wasn't as bad as the attempted fistfights on all of the.
First off, I'll never fight anyone. So yeah, food poisoning, sweating, whatever. I tried to put on my suit. There was one emergency ambulance in town at the hotel. I went up to them. You heard the conversation. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna die. I'll say it again. I'm gonna die. I'm extremely dehydrated. I cannot keep anything down. Mikey made me some eggs that I tried to get in my system because, again, this was what was worrying me. Throwing up 40 plus times. I've never thrown up that much in my life. But, like, stuff was coming out, but I hadn't eaten anything all day.
Intestines.
I don't know what it was. Yeah, and it changed color. It went from green to yellow, and at the end of the night, it was dark brown. And that's when I called my mom. I said, what is that?
And my favorite thing about it is, as soon as you call her, she automatically texts me. She goes, what are you going to do? I'm like, what do you mean, what am I going to do? What the fuck do you want me to do? So I made him eggs. I made him ham. I always give her these updates, but we were at the dinner, at this fine dinner, and all I could think of was, we're going to walk out of here with a group of these Stadion people, and Logan's going to be in the back of an ambulance with a suit on, going, with an IV in his fucking arm.
That was my plan. My plan was to suit up, and I don't know why I did this, but I walked to the hotel, and it's downhill then uphill. Or uphill both ways, depending on how you look at it. And so that like physical nature of me walking to the ambulance, pleading for them to give me the IV and the suit. I was hoping I could get into the party and rally with my friends. They said no, otherwise you had to go to the hospital. Fuck that. And so I tried to go to the party and I couldn't.
You came into the party and the first thing you go, I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? I can't believe you made it. First of all, you're already sweating. You're completely pale. You're sweating tits at the party. You go, hey man, do you know where the bathroom is here yet? I just want to know just in case. I was like, you should probably go home.
Yeah,
like, just go home. Just go home now. It was the first question he asked in a $120 million home. He goes, yo, do you know where the bathroom is?
I was in there for 5 minutes. I tried to throw. I realized I couldn't do it. Walked uphill. I walked home in my suit without missing a stride because I didn't want to stop and be the guy on the side of the road in Stad throwing up in front of the most wealthiest people in the world without missing a stride. Let's go! And that's what I knew this was
what, can I
out
ask
of a
you,
movie.
when did you grow this, like, why do you talk yourself up?
So, okay.
Self-talk.
So,
But like, why?
as you know, everyone knows I'm very dramatic. I like to whine, right? I'm also I'd like to consider myself tough. I can handle a lot of shit. So when I reach a point where like the whining is no longer, I whine because it makes me feel better, right? I'm like, oh, I'm sick. Oh. When I reach a point where that's no longer helping, like at the end of the day, bro, I'm a fucking fighter. Like, so I just go man mode. Let's go. And I try to psych myself out of being a pussy and throwing up. They say it's all mental. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's not. Sometimes it is extremely physical, and sometimes you can't help but throw up every 5
It
to 10
is a
minutes.
lot mental though. It's the same reason I say as long as I have mobility, you're the same way. If my legs can move, I'm gonna make it.
So my version of that is screaming at myself.
Ah!
We're on the same ways before a football game, or any athlete knows
Yeah,
this.
of
It's like,
course,
let's
of course.
fucking go. I'm trying to like, it's the only thing that gets me in my body and feeling like I can do it.
Right.
So I just be psyching myself up.